everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got this cool toned halo smoky eye tutorial with a cool toned grey lip. I thought I'd change up a little bit on my channel actually and feature more of a cool toned look because I do tend to lean towards more warm tones. This look was inspired by Jaclyn Hill's Halo Smoky Eye tutorial, and that's where I got most of my inspiration for this look from. I wanted to keep everything quite cool toned, including the lips, so to tie that in with the cool toned eyes, I used the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Posh Spice, which is one of my favourite cool tone grey lipsticks. If you do like this tutorial, then please make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you aren't already. And also please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. So if you want to see how to recreate this tutorial, then just please keep on watching. For this tutorial I'm going to start off with my face makeup, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and this is just a sample of an Illamasqua illuminating primer I'm using here all over my skin to give a really nice illuminating glow underneath my foundation and make sure it goes on really nice and smooth. And because my skin was feeling a little bit dry this day, I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. It's just a really nice hydrating mist that you use before your foundation. And for my foundation today, I'm going in with a new one for me. This is the Illamasqua Skin Based Foundation. I actually really like this foundation. It was the first time I was using it in this tutorial and it was a really nice full coverage. And I'm just applying that with a damp beauty blender. And here I'm just correcting any dark circles underneath my eyes with this salmon coloured concealer from Bobbi Brown. It's just a corrector, and I'm applying that underneath my eyes with a flat shader brush and then blending it in again with my damp beauty blender. And for my concealer today, I'm going in with one of my all-time favourites. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. It's an amazing full coverage concealer, and I'm just using this underneath my eyes to help brighten and conceal on the corners of my nose and my chin and my forehead. And to blend in my concealer, I'm going in with my damp beauty blender again. I just find this blends in my concealer the best. And to set my concealer to make sure it doesn't crease, I'm going in with my Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm also using this down the bridge of my nose and my chin and forehead as well, just to stop any creasing of my foundation. And I'm just going in with a powder to set the rest of my foundation, just to make sure that I don't get oily throughout the day and my foundation lasts all day without going patchy. And for my bronzer today, I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I'm just using this on a Bobbi Brown blush brush, and I'm just using this in the hollows of my cheekbones, on my forehead and underneath my jawline just to warm up my complexion. So to contour my cheekbones, I'm going in with the Smashbox contour kit, and I'm going in with that ashy contour shade there on the contouring brush, and I'm just taking that from the top of my ear down to the corner of my mouth to contour out my cheekbones. And to bake underneath my contour to make sure it looks nice and sharp, I'm going in with that Mercier loose powder on my beauty blender. I wanted to keep my blush quite neutral, so I'm just going in with this neutral tone from MAC on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going in with my powder brush and I'm just dusting away that bake underneath my contour. So here I'm going in with some MAC Fix Plus Spray on the tops of my cheekbones, and what this does is it makes sure that my highlight goes on nice and intense. So here I'm going in with the Urban Decay Sin Highlighter on a fan brush, and as you can see it's going on really intense because we've dampened our cheekbones with some Fix Plus Spray. So now moving on to our eye makeup, I'm starting off with a neutral cream shade all over my lid up to my brow bone to set the concealer. So next I'm going in with a transition shade. Here I'm using just a soft brown shade from the Tarte Tartelette palette. So So now I'm going in with a more cool toned brown colour on a MAC 217 brush, and I'm just using this just to carve out the halo eye that I'm going to be doing. And as you can see, I'm just focusing this colour in the lower part of my crease and just using backwards and forwards windscreen wiper motions. And just to make sure the eyeshadow is nice and blended, I'm going back in with the fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. And now I'm going in with a dark purple brown colour, and I'm using this on a pencil brush, and first I'm using this in the outer part of my eye just to deepen it up, and then I'm taking it on the inner part of my eye as well, and that's what's going to create that halo effect. So now I'm going in with MAC Tan pigment, and I'm using this on a flat shader brush. But first I'm just dampening it with some Fix Plus spray. And by doing that, it's just going to ensure that our pigment goes on really nice and pigmented and metallic. And as you can see, I'm just applying this pigment to the centre of my eyelid. And by doing this, it's just going to make the halo eye really pop and make our eyes look really bright and awake. I'm now just going in and re-intensifying the outer corner and the inner corners of the eyes with that really dark shade that we used from the Manny Anyway palette. And with the exact same shade here, I'm going in and smoking out the lower lash line. So with a halo smoky eye, you want to make sure that you recreate exactly what you did on the top lid on the lower lash line. So here I'm going in with the dark shade on the inner and outer corner, and then I'm going back in with that tan pigment on the centre of the eye again to make the eye pop. And here I'm going in with the Urban Decay glitter liner just on the top here, just to make it pop even more and just to add a little bit more sparkle. And just to tie in with the cool tone look, I'm making sure I'm using a silver glitter here as well. So for my eyeliner today, I wanted to keep it really simple, so I'm just going in with a really thin line of eyeliner just along my top lash line. This is just going to disguise the lash band of my false lashes that I'm going to be applying later. And to prepare my lashes for false ones, I'm going to be applying a thin layer of black mascara first. Even though this look is quite blown out and smoky, I still want to make sure that my eyes look nice and bright and awake, so I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes here. I'm then just going in with some full fluffy eyelashes here, and these are just really going to complement their rounded halo smoky eye that we've done. I find with a smoky eye it's really important to wear some false eyelashes, as it really just pulls the whole look together. And again, just to make sure my eyes look really nice and bright and awake, I'm going in with a nude coloured eyeliner here into my waterline. So now moving on to my eyebrows. First I'm just brushing them through with a spoolie just to make sure they're nice and combed through. And then I'm going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. And just to set my eyebrows in place, I'm going to be using this Brow This Way from Rimmel. It's a brow gel that just makes sure all your eyebrow products are locked in for the day. So last but not least, I'm moving on to the lips now. So first I'm prepping my lips with my all-time favourite, as you guys know, my Estee Lauder Plump and Fill Lip Treatment. This is amazing, as I am going to be going in with a liquid lipstick here. This is a really beautiful cool toned liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star in the shade Posh Spice. And I find this shade just ties in really well with the cool toned makeup that we've got going on for this tutorial. And just to lock in all the makeup that we've done, I'm just going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This just ensures that our makeup lasts all day long. So this is the finished makeup look, a cool toned halo smoky eye with a cool toned grey lip. I'm so super happy with how this look turned out. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And again, thank you to Jaclyn Hill for inspiring me for this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week in my next video. Bye!